Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Nicole and I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark, and today I want to talk about things that you should not be doing on Poshmark. And believe it or not, a lot of these things are actually things that I came across in my own feed and timeline on Poshmark. So I just wanted to make this video because I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw half of these things. And so I want you to avoid making these mistakes because these are things that could potentially really get you in trouble or kicked off the platform. So definitely don't do these, but let's get right into the video because I'm sure you're dying to know what you shouldn't be doing. The number one thing is don't sell things that you're not allowed to sell. Now, this may be a very obvious answer, but believe it or not, there are a lot of people that are selling things that they shouldn't be selling, such as live animals. And I actually made a quick short on this the other day, letting everyone know that they shouldn't be trying to sell live animals on Poshmark. You know, roosters and dogs. I've seen plenty of listings where they were trying to sell a rooster or a dog, and somebody commented that you can ship that. So, like, you're allowed to sell it. And to that, I said, yeah, you may be able to ship it in general, but just because you could ship something in general doesn't mean you could ship it on Poshmark. Poshmark has its own guidelines, and they're very different than just the normal shipping guidelines. So definitely make sure that you're checking what you're allowed to ship on Poshmark before you list it. And generally, if you can't find a category for it on Poshmark, then that probably means you can't sell it. So, like, there's no live category for animals or pets or things like that. So you can't sell it. Just don't do it. It's not worth it, and it's not a good idea. The next thing that you should not be doing on Poshmark that I saw plenty of listings of is just selling things that, like, you shouldn't be, or that are like scamming somebody. And a couple examples of this was I saw somebody list a bag of air. I was a little bit questioning, you know, the bag of air, but they sold it, and they had plenty of listings that were just a bag of air. Now, I don't know if this is like a joke or what, but don't do this. And also, I saw someone that sold a Nature Valley granola bar for $50. I was a little bit, you know, confused by that. You know, the weird things that I come across on my Poshmark feed, I really start to question what people are doing and why Poshmark is not stepping in for these situations. But just don't do this. Sell what you're supposed to sell. Don't risk getting in trouble, and don't risk, you know, losing your account. Okay, so this next one, I was very shocked when I saw someone do this. And I didn't think I would have to even talk about it in a video because I thought it was common sense. But don't rate someone poorly just because they didn't give you a free gift with the purchase. So, like, a lot of sellers will actually give a free gift with purchase. It's just a nice thing that they do, or they'll add like a thank you card or something like that, which it's totally not necessary. You don't have to do, don't feel obligated to do, but some sellers do, and occasionally I will do that myself. But this buyer actually gave someone a 4-star rating and said that they didn't get a free gift. And to me, I was like, why do they feel entitled to get a free gift in the first place? So, you know, don't expect that from everyone. Not everyone works that way, and you know, if they didn't send out a free gift doesn't mean that the order is not what you had wanted or expected. And so you shouldn't be expecting a free gift with every purchase online. And it's not like if you think about it from this point of view, like Amazon or any other big store like that, you don't get free gifts with purchase most of the time. So why would buyers think that, you know, sellers are just going to give free gifts all the time? It kind of blew my mind, and I was a little bit upset to know that there's a buyer out there that feels entitled to get free gifts with every purchase. But just don't be this buyer. It's very frustrating to sellers that think that they're doing everything right and then get a rating like this. The next thing that you should not be doing on Poshmark is just ignoring your customers. If you don't answer their questions, or if you don't, you know, if you're not responsive, they're going to move on to another seller and you're going to lose that potential sale. So make sure that you're responding to buyers, and make sure that you're responding promptly, and that's going to really help you and just give you better success. And that also goes for the other way too. If you are a potential buyer and you are, you know, interacting with a seller, definitely keep responding to the seller. Don't just like kind of leave them hanging, because that seller is probably very eager to make a sale as well. And so if you're just kind of like leaving them hanging or just kind of dropping off and not answering them anymore, it could be kind of like offensive to some sellers. The final thing that you should not be doing on Poshmark is asking if it's true to size. This one always gets me, and I've had so many people ask me if the item is true to size, and I've always been tossed up between saying yes, it's true to size, or see pictures in the description or whatever. But the problem with asking is it true to size is every brand has a different size. And I actually know this because a pair of, you know, loft pants is a different size 6 than a pair of American Eagle pants. So like if someone's saying, is it true to size, are you asking, is it true to size to a size 6, or are you asking, is it true to size to that brand? And that could get kind of like become a slippery slope, because then somebody can just say that no, they're not true to size when they purchase and then get a refund because you said they were. So like I just don't think that this is a safe question to be asking. I think a better question to ask is, can I have measurements to see if this item is going to fit me? Because I don't know your size. I don't know, like, you know, what's going to fit you. And the only way you're going to know that is if I give you measurements that's going to be able to determine, you know, if it'll fit you or not. And so a lot of people will be like, oh, I'm 6'1", I weigh 150 pounds. Will this item fit me? And I don't like that question either, because I don't know if it's going to fit you. Every person is different. It depends on how, you know, curvy you are or anything like that. So I just think provide all the measurements, provide any, like, you know, questionable measurements like bust or waist or things like that that anyone could use. And if you get this question, is it true to size, or will this item fit me, just tell them to refer to your measurements, as every brand is different and every sizing is different from brand to brand. And that's just, it's gonna be a slippery slope if you don't. So I hope this video helped you on things that you should not be doing on Poshmark, things that are, you know, not gonna bring you success. I hope you can learn something from this video, and like I said, I've seen a lot of these come up in my own feed, and a lot of them were just very shocking and also disappointing at the same time. So I hope, you know, I hope as a community we can get better and stop doing these things, and it'll make for a better platform for us all. If you are interested in seeing things that are killing your reselling business, you can click right here. And if you want to see a video on how the month of September was for me in terms of sales, you can click right here. But until next time, I will see you then.